there. And let me know if you need any modifications. You trust your body, right? So if I'm doing a move, like moving my arms above my shoulders and it hurts, you know, we can modify that. Or maybe you can, you know, you can modify only using one arm or no weights at all. Also, if I'm going too fast, you can move a little fast, you can move a little slower, or vice versa. Let's go ahead and change direction. And we're really doing this stretch nice and deep, filling into this joint, noticing how the body feels, but also loosening it up, releasing any tension that might be caught in that area. Nice. All right. And let's go ahead and take one arm, like big circles here. And I'm allowing my body to follow, so that way I get a little bit of movement in my spine. And so as I bring that hand back, I'm actually looking behind me. And so now I'm moving that arm, but I'm also engaging my hips and my spine just a bit. And we'll stop and change direction. And it's already starting to feel warm. Let me know if you want me to open the door or turn that fan on. Let's rest this hand and we'll switch into the other side. So I'm going to shift over so I've got plenty of room. And big circles, allowing that body to twist, face behind as you move. This is good. I'm not hearing like cracks and pops. Let's go ahead and change direction. And we'll go ahead and rest both hands on our knees. And I'm resting my hands here so that my body stays facing forward. I'm just going to move my head looking to the left and looking to the right. And as I do so, get a nice little stretch across the neck here. Relax those shoulders. Relax those shoulders. Don't let them ride up as we do this. We're trying to open up the neck just a bit. Go ahead and bring your head back to center. Look up and look down. Look up and down. We'll do one more up and one more down. And bring your head back to the center. Nice. I'm going to hang on to the chair just to make sure I'm nice and stable here. Raise one arm up and extend it up. And as you extend that arm up, push your hip down so you feel a nice opening in the side area. And then let's lean over, get a nice stretch. Keep pushing that hip down. Don't let it rise up. It wants to. It wants to lift up. But go ahead and push it down. And bring that arm up. Reach up a little higher. And rest. I'm going to take that hand to secure myself on my chair and lift up the opposite arm. Lift it up towards the ceiling. Push that hip down. And let's lean over. Push that hip down a little further. And raise that arm up. Lift it up towards the ceiling. And relax. Nice. All right, we'll do the same. I'm going to lift that first arm up. As I lift up, my hip pushes down and I lean over. Now I've got my left arm up, and so I'm going to extend my left leg out. Now, but I'm facing you, so I'm facing down, and Zoom people here.
Denise, can you show the modification for shoulder issues?
And so, yeah, if you're having, if this is hurting the shoulders, really, you don't even, you could put both hands here, one hand resting here. If your hand is down, you can extend that energy straight down. It feels a nice stretch through here. You could put your hand on the hip and push your body over and feel that nice stretch to the side. So you've got a couple options depending on how you want to open up this area here. And bring that body up, bring that foot in. Nice. Okay, let's do the other side. Arm up nice and tall. Stretch over. Once I stretched over, I'm going to extend that foot out, push down into the earth, push up towards the ceiling. If this is a little difficult on the shoulder, you can go ahead and drop that hand on your leg. You can put it on your hip. If you're putting it on your hip, push that hip down. You feel that nice stretch through the side, just the same. Or you can extend that arm in the same energy direction as the leg. So you've got a couple different moves. You can feel how your body wants to move today. And go ahead and pull that in. Nice. All right. Let's warm up our spine a bit. I'm going to place my hands on my knees. And I'm going to go ahead and pull my body, my chest forward, looking up. And I'm going to push against my leg, curling down. And as I do so, I'm going to move my spine kind of like a snake does. Each little vertebrae moves, articulating. A little shift as you curl down, opening up the spaces in between. Nice and slow. I read once where the spine is very reflective. The health of the spine is reflective to the health of the body. So you want to keep your spine nice and healthy. Keep your body nice and healthy.
Your teeth.
And your teeth, you know, it's very interesting, Luann. It's nice that you said that because we don't often think about our teeth when we think about health, but it is related. And let's go ahead and push it up again. And I know Lydia, who just had some work with her heart. One of the first things they checked was she had to go in and have her teeth looked at, right? That infection is important, right? Yeah, nice. All right. So you want healthy teeth. All right, lift that rib cage up nice and tall, create some space here. Let's do some circles. So take that rib cage, make some circles with it. So we're engaging the spine here, but we're doing a more circular motion. Again, we don't want to go too fast. This is about opening up, loosening up this area. Let's lift that rib cage up. I'm going to stop and change direction. And come back to center. Nice. All right. Let's loosen up the legs a bit. So I'm going to sit back and relax because right now I'm not working my body to work out the muscles. I'm just trying to loosen up the joints. I'm going to let those feet swing. We're all different heights, so you might need to lean back to have some room. You might hear some popping in the knees. Let's go ahead and make some circles. I'm going to stop and change direction. And let's do the ankles. Go ahead and flex those toes towards you, point them towards me, go back and forth. And we'll make some circles. Hear me popping. And go ahead and rest those legs. All right. All right. I think we're feeling pretty warm. Go ahead and open those arms up. Extend those arms out. Open up those palms. Feel that energy extending out in both directions. Visualize you've got a big rubber ball in front of you. So you're going to squish that ball. And then once your hands come together, visualize that you've got rubber bands across your fingers and you've got to pull those rubber bands apart. So we're going to squish those arms together. Pull them apart and really emphasize this energy going in both directions. Remember how powerful the mind is. If your mind feels that you're really working hard, pulling and squishing together, these muscles are going to react as if you really do have this large rubber ball in front of you and these rubber bands strapped around your fingers. And we'll do one more. Pulling it together, pulling it apart. Nice. And bring those arms up over your head. Extend up. We're going to push down. Now we're going to visualize that we're pushing against. Maybe there's two pipes there that we're trying to push down into the earth. Now we've got straps. Maybe we're heavy kettlebells. We're going to lift up. Palms face out. We push down. Twist those palms facing up. Hold it up. Twist, push down. Twist, pull up. And now in this upward position, we're going to bend those arms, palms facing forward, bend those arms. Sometimes we call this goddess, cactus arms. Sometimes I call it scarecrow. And let's go ahead and try to touch those shoulder blades together. Pulling my hands as far back as I'm able to. And now I've got that big ball in front of me again. I'm going to squish that ball, but now I've got my arms bent. Hands are tied together with rubber bands. I'm going to pull it apart, trying to touch my shoulder blades, squishing back together, pulling apart, squishing, pulling apart, and squishing. One more time, both directions. And squish. Push those palms towards me. You know, lower down, touch our knees, bring them back up towards the ceiling. Flat down, push them down, pull them up. Push down. You should feel your abs engaged in this. If you're really pulling up, pushing down, your abs are engaged. Whole body is working. One more time, all the way up. And squish down and relax. All right, nice, good job. Go ahead and shake the arms out, relax the shoulders. Awesome. All right, let's add some energy now. Okay, so we're gonna push up towards the ceiling. As we do, we're gonna lift one leg up. As our hands lower down, that leg comes down. We push up, opposite leg comes up. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Nice. All right. So now I'm going to move my hands out in front of me. I'm going to push out. And as I push out, one leg rises up and it goes down. Push out, opposite leg goes up. So depending on how you're feeling today, you may want the chair to help support you. And that's okay. You can use that chair to help support you. If you want a little bit more of a workout for the abs, we come to the edge, and that way our abs are helping to lift those heavy feet up. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice. Put those hands onto your hips. My feet are flat on the ground. I'm actually scooting up just a little bit because I'm going to bring one leg out. And as I do so, I'm going to push my hand across my body. So I've got my left hand pushing across, going to the right corner as that same foot pushes out. And then I'm going to pull it back. And as I pull it back, use these core muscles to bring both back in. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll do 1. And then we'll do the other side for 1. And so each count gets both directions. Okay. Should we count that one? No. Okay. We got a no, we got a yes. 2, other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Nice, good job. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and find our weights. We've got different weights here available in the room. You can find the weights that feel appropriate. You can always shift them. You can also let go of the weights. You don't have to use the weights. For you at home, you can use the weights that you have, water bottles, cans of food, or again, you can do these exercises without weights. I'm going to begin with our bicep curls. So my palms are facing outwards towards you. And I'm going to make sure that my ab is nice and tight, tucked in as if I'm touching my belly button to my spine, tucking that tailbone, protecting that lower back. Spine is nice and straight. Lift that rib cage up off the hips. And we're going to curl up for a count of 10. This is the move here, the bicep curl. And we'll do 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down. Go ahead and rest those forearms on your legs. We're going to do just a little bit of a wrist workout here. Just going to let those weights kind of roll out to the tips and curl them back up. They roll down and back up. And don't worry if you happen to drop them, just pick them up and come back. And so I'm opening up the palms, curling up, working those little muscles in the wrist, but also the forearm. And we'll do one more. And go ahead and bring your body back up. Lift those forearms off the legs. We do another bicep curl here. So I'm going to curl all the way up. Once we get here, I'm going to lift those elbows up, opening the door. Bring those weights back, elbows down, back to the start. And we'll do this for a count of 8. 1. Nice. 2. 3. You doing okay with those?
This is brain exercise.
I know. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. All the way out. Open, close those doors. Bring those elbows back, back down. Go ahead and rest those arms, those forearms on the legs. All right. This time we're going to twist. So I've got one palm down, one palm up, and then I rotate to the other side. So again, I'm just working those wrist muscles, a little bit of the forearms. Nice and slow. This will help with your grip. Also, if you're having trouble opening jars, this is going to help strengthen that grip. We'll do one more both directions. And then let's bring our body back up, back into that bicep curl position. My feet are flat. Don't forget to tuck that belly button back towards the spine. Tuck that, those hips underneath. Protect that lower spine. Okay, so we're going to do 6. I'm going to curl up, open up my arms, open all the way up. From here, let's raise it up, tap it, back down, close, and back to the start. So this is this is really going to be testing our coordination, right? But again, we're working not only the body, we're working our mind too. All right, we'll do 6. 1, up, open the door, all the way. Let's tap it above our head. We'll go back, close the door, elbows down, back to the start. 2, open the door, tap, close the door, and down. 3, open the door, tap, close the door, and down. 4. Sounds kind of cool. 5. Last one, nice and strong. 6. Open the door, tap, close the door, and down. Nice. All right, good job. Hopefully you guys at home could hear that little bunk of the weights going down. All right, so we're going to do the bicep curls again, only this time we're going to change our position and just face our palms towards each other. The moves look very similar, but just shifting that position, we're going to use different muscles in the arms. Our first bicep curl is our simple just curl, tapping the shoulders and back down. But when you come back down, you guys, I know you have this ability to visualize it. You've got this big ball that you're pushing against. All right, so you've got some resistance as you're pushing down. That way you work these muscles in the back of the arm. And we'll do 10. 1, curl up, push them down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, push it down. Nice, all right. One more wrist move here. We're gonna rest our hands here. Now I'm gonna curl my wrists in, curl them out. So my palms are still facing each other. I can curl them in and curl them out. And this might feel a little strain, right? We're really challenging those wrist muscles. We don't need to do as many. Just feel, maybe, I can feel the muscles on the top of my hands working a little bit with this one too. Really working those wrists. And bring that body back up. Rest those weights down. Body sits up, get those rib cages up off the hips. This bicep curl, I'm going to curl up. This time I'm going to push up towards the ceiling. Bring it back down. Push towards our knees. We'll do this for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And push back down. Nice. Okay, we got one more wrist move. I'm going to set one weight down. Now you can rest your wrists again. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to twist that weight towards me. So I've got my hands and I'm just twisting. So it's almost as if I am gripping, right? If I'm trying to open a jar or maybe tighten the jar. Go ahead and switch direction. Kind of a twisting move. It's good. Good for you. Yeah. Find one that feels good. These are like the moves in Aikido, right? To really open up the wrist. All right. So I'm going to pick up that weight. My weights are back, one in each hand, palms facing each other. Last bicep curl. This one will be for a count of 6. Let me show you what we're going to do. Bicep curl up, push up. I'm going to turn those palms out, kind of like we did when we were first starting this class, and let them cascade down. Nice and slow, not too fast. Really use your muscle, your strength to control that lowering. And we come back to the start. We'll do this for 6. 1, bicep curl up, push up, slowly lower it down. Keep your abs nice and tight during this. And back to the start. 2, push up, and go down. 3, and cascade down. 4, 5. Last one, nice and strong. 6. Push it up, turn out. Let's see how slow you can go. Really using your deltoids on this move here. As we slowly lower it down and come back to the starting position. Good job. I'm going to sit back just a little bit so the chair is holding me a little more sturdily. Let those weights hang one at each side. Lift them up like airplane arms and lower back down. Are you okay with your feet not touching? You can be obviously bring your.
Yeah.
Just because I scooted back just a little bit. Keeping our feet on the ground keeps our body a little more sturdy and in alignment. We don't want to be leaning forward. All right, nice. All right, these chairs are a little tall, and especially we've got the blankets keeping us comfy, but a little taller. So we're going to lift them up like airplane arms and lower back down. And we've been doing this for a little while, so we're going to challenge each other. We're going to go 1, 2, hold it for a count, and then lower. We'll do this for 10. 2, hold it for a count. 3, hold it just for a count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's hold it for 2 counts. 1, 2, slowly lower. Nice. All right. You might feel your core engaged, right? Because the whole body wants to jump in and help with that move. We're going to raise up again in airplane arms. I'm going to point my palms towards you and bring them out in front. Open back up. Hands point down. And we relax. None of that. We'll do a count of 8. 1. To the front. And down. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Almost there. 7. 8. And down. Go ahead and say, give yourself a little break. Fill into those shoulders, relax them if you need to move them. This is really challenging to the deltoids, even engaging some of the muscles across the back of the shoulder. If this is too much, you don't have to use weight. You can still do this exercise without the weights. Remember, just visualize that you've got these heavy weights in your hands. All right, this last count will be for a count of 6. We're going to add a modification. So let me show you first. Raise them up. Open the door, and I'm going to pull them back, push them out, back and down, back to the start position. All right, we'll do this for a count of 6. 1, open up, pull them back towards you, push them out, open the door and down. 2. And down. Sorry. 3, I think I lost that.
Do that with our
I
clothes.
know. 4. 5. Last one, I'll get this right. 6. Push it back out. Open and down. Nice. Go ahead and rest those weights. Give yourself just a little breather here. Relaxing the shoulders, shaking out those wrists. We really worked our wrists during that circuit too. I see some people grabbing water too. Make sure you stay hydrated during this. Okay. I'm going to bring my body back up to the front just a little bit here. We're going to give our shoulders and our arms a little bit of a break. We're going to work our core now. And our first move is going to be our reverse flies. And so I've got one weight in each hand. I'm going to bring my body forward. And in this move here, I'm going to raise those arms up. And as I do, my body comes up. And then I raise it back down. As I do this, we don't want the lower back to be carrying this weight. Engage your glutes and your hamstrings. And so visualize those glutes tucking in.
You want the back straight?
The back is going to be straight. Yes. So we're not grounding the back. The back is straight. So I can turn sideways so that you can see it. So in a fly position, it's the shoulder blades that are engaged here. So we're engaging the shoulder blades, pulling that weight up, but then our glutes and our hamstrings are pulling our body up. And then we pivot back down as those hands come back down. Tuck those glutes, opening up and going back down. All right, if you feel any tension in your lower back, that means that you're using those lower back muscles, and you want to make sure you're focusing on your hamstrings and your glutes. If you need to let go of the weights and not use the weights. All right, let's do this for 10. 1, and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up and back down. Go ahead and let those weights rest down. Let your body rest on your legs. Give your back a break. Even though we talked about not using the lower back, those muscles sometimes want to jump in and help you. So I'm just going to stretch out that lower back just a little bit. So my body feels heavy, leaning forward. If you want to let your arms hang, your shoulders, your head. All right. Go ahead and grab those weights. We're going to do this one more time for a count of 8. I'm going to add a little bit of a variation here. We're going to pull those arms up, and now I'm going to visualize that these arms have straps. I'm going to pull them back down. And so the move looks the same, but because of your powerful visualization, you're going to pull up, pull down. So you're actually engaged in both directions. And let's do this for a count of 8. 1, up, pull it down. 2, 3, 4. Use those glutes, use those hamstrings. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What if I said 8, 9 to 10? Go ahead and rest those hands down. Let that body rest on the legs. Let the head hang. If you want to, you can kind of shift those legs underneath you. Feel the stretch through the hip. Just a really subtle push back on the hips. There's a little bit of a stretch in that lower back. Stretching the glutes and the hamstrings. All right, and grab those weights and bring your body back upright. Nice. All right, we're going to continue working on this core area. We're going to work on strengthening that lower back, strengthening the glutes. And this time, we're going to do a deadlift. And so I've got my arms straight down. And as I bring my body up, those weights are just going to hang down. So my back is nice and straight. This is a deadlift from a seated position. So I can turn sideways. Feet are flat on the ground. Just going to lean my body forward, back is straight, and bring that body upright. So my arms are staying here. They're just hanging at my side. Don't let the back round, and use these glutes and these hamstrings to help lift the body. And let's lift up for a count of 10. 1, 2, back is straight. 3, tuck that abdomen in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and bring that body back down. Rest those weights, rest that body just for a moment. Just relaxing any tension in the lower back. All right, let's grab those weights. Same move, only now I'm going to lift those arms up, almost as if my body is a fulcrum. And I'm just going to pivot at the hips, arms stay extended out. Now, this is a lot more challenging. This is hard if you feel too much tension on your back. You can keep your arms close to your body. You can cross your arms close. Still going to be working this lower back, glutes, and hamstring area. You can also do this without weights. The idea is to keep the back nice and straight though. So we'll go ahead and lean forward, arms are out straight. Lift that body, we're gonna lift up for a count of 8. 1, arms go out. 2, using our glutes. 3, tuck them underneath. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. Nice, good job. All right. Okay, we're going to continue working this core. I'm going to go ahead and drop one weight to the side. Other weight's going to come up as close as I can bring it up under my arm. And I'm going to shift and change sides. And so as I move side to side, I'm really engaging these side lateral muscles here as I move from one side to the other. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that body back up. Nice. Good job. All right, let's go back to our arms. I think we've given them enough time to rest. Did you want the fan on?
I do. I can do it.
Just push the top
Yeah.
button.
Yeah, I've done it before. I need it because I'm sweating.
Because we're working hard here.
There's still on my glass. Do you want to trade places because you don't like? Really?
No, it's not that bad.
It's going that way, so unless you want to. No. I just
All right.
worried about you because you don't like that either.
I've got one weight in each hand. My weights are resting on my hip. We did this move when we were first warming up, when we took our hand across our body, pushing up towards the ceiling and coming back down. Now we have some weights in our hands as we do this. So I like a little more flexibility in moving. So I'm coming up closer to the edge of my chair so I can kind of move my body. And let's go ahead, and each count will include both directions, both right and left. And we'll begin with a count of 10. 1, push it up, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. Push it up and down. Nice. Now I'm going to push out across my body, but I'm going to go parallel with the ground and bring it back. And I've got somebody coming in. Maybe they left and they're back. All right. So I'm going to push across my body, bring it back all the way to my hip. Push across the body, come back to my hip. We'll do this for a count of 10. My legs are a little bit wider, so I have some mobility moving across my body. And let's do this for 10. 1, bring it back. 2, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and bring those weights close to the body. Got my elbows tucked in. So if you were to see me from the side, my arms are almost parallel with the ground. Our move is going to be to push out those arms and pull it back in. As you do, don't let the shoulder go forward. Keep that shoulder in alignment. Only go as far as your arm extends out without moving past the body. And so as I sit in this position, my ears are in alignment with my shoulders. Don't let those shoulders go forward. Arms are up. Let's punch out for 10. 1, do both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back. Go ahead and drop those weights onto your knees. We're going to lift those weights out straight in front of us and lower them back. Now this looks like we're only engaging the arms, but as soon as our weights come out here, the back gets engaged. So you want to keep that abdomen nice and tight. You want to tuck that tailbone underneath so that we're not adding any strain to the lower back. And we're going to lift up for a count of 10. 1, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice, good job. All right. I see everybody working at their own pace. Everyone has different weights. Okay, so I'm going to lift one arm up as the other one stays down. I'm going to do this crisscross. And it looks very similar to what we just did, but the fact that our arms are moving in opposite direction engages different parts of the body, also the mind. And so go ahead and lift one up and one stays down. And we'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower that back down. All right, let's go ahead and set the weights down. Rest them back behind you so that they don't accidentally get bumped as we move our feet. All right, good job. All right, let's just go ahead and get our legs warmed up. They've been sitting still for a little while. And we're just gonna march in place. So bring those knees up high. You can hang onto the chair if this helps you. Sometimes hanging onto the chair keeps my spine a little straighter. If you need the chair to support you, you can lean back against the chair, still being able to lift those legs up. The goal is to warm up the legs right now, warming up those thighs, getting the hips engaged. I'm going to go forward just so I have a little bit more core engagement in this move. And let's see if you can lift them up just a little higher. I'm going to lift mine up so high that I can tap underneath, and let's see if you can clap. We'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Nice. All right. Got those legs warmed up. Let's go ahead and rest our fingertips on our shoulders. I'm going to lift our legs, but we're also going to engage our core. So this is our sitting crunch. I'm going to take one elbow, bring it to the opposite knee, lower it back down. So I'm engaging the legs here, the thighs, also engaging the core. So visualize that core really pulling in and releasing. And we'll do this for 10. 1, let's do both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. All right, open those arms up, but we're leaving them up. All right, I know your arms are tired. We've been working them hard. We're going to do our mountain climbers. So I'm going to take one leg and set it out. And I'm going to sit on the edge so I have a little more mobility. I'm going to lift one knee up and touch that elbow. This other leg out in the front is holding me, keeping me stable. So I'm pushing against the earth as it holds me up, keeps my body upright. And let's lift this outside leg for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release those arms. Bring that leg in. Whew, I know that one's challenging, right?
Yeah.
Take a little breath before we do the other leg. Breathe in and let it out. Okay, let's open that other leg out. Arms come back up. And now we're going to lift this opposite leg for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Go ahead and bring that leg in. Rest those arms. Nice. Whew, all right. So we're going to visualize that we're going to be doing a press with our feet. I'm turning to the side so that you can see it. Want my body upright. I'm going to lift a knee and visualize that there's a weight or a board in front of me. I'm going to push with the soles of my feet out. Bring that knee back up. Push out. Bring that knee back up. Now notice when I do that, my body wants to slouch. So I'm going to use my hands to keep my body upright. If you need to, you can push back against the back of the chair as you push out. Bringing that knee up, pushing out. All right, let's do that. We'll do one leg, count to 10, and then we'll switch. 1, 2, 3, good job. 4, 5, 6, push to the heel. 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest those legs. Good job. We're going to move our legs together now, almost as if we were doing jumping jacks. So my feet are together. I'm going to pop them out, bring them back in. So you can just move them slightly. This is really going to engage the inside, the anterior side of the thighs, in and out. If you want to challenge the core, those legs are going to go up a little higher, bouncing up and down. Now my core has to hold on, keeping my body nice and strong. You can lean back against the chair if you need the chair to help support you. All right, let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone wants to challenge themselves. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice. All right, so I feel that on the top of my thighs. That was really challenging right there. All right, let's go ahead and open those legs up. My feet are pointed forward, my knees are pointed forward. I'm almost pushing on the outside, the edge of my feet right there. Let's open up those arms nice and wide. Push with those arms, push with those feet. Feel that energy moving from the core of your body. All right, let's raise those arms up. I'm going to pivot my body and face one foot. And I'm going to go ahead and let those feet point out. And I'm going to lower my body down over that. All right. Walk your hands across, all the way across to the other leg. And bring those arms up. As you do so, do be careful that your chair doesn't slide back. We don't want to be sliding off our chair. Pivot, let's go back towards that leg. And walk across.
Denise, can't see you anymore.
Okay,
Thank you.
there you go. Sorry about that. Arms up. And let's go down. Move across. And down. And we'll walk across. Arms up one last time this direction. Down. And walk across. Bringing those arms up. Let's keep those arms up. Let's go the opposite way. Bringing over that leg, walking across. These are our cherry pickers. Bringing those arms up, really engaging side muscles as we bring that heavy body up. 3, 4. Last one, this direction. 5. Walk the body across. Bring those arms up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Open up those arms. Let's do our windmills now. I'm going to take one hand, then down, touch that opposite foot. Maybe you're just touching the ground in front of you. Maybe you're touching your knee, however it feels comfortable. Bringing the arm back up, alternating to the other side, bringing the body up. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, bring your body up. 2, 3, 4, that's a good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the body up. Nice. All right. Pull those feet in, pull those arms down. Nice. Good job. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's get our heart rate moving up just a bit. And I'm going to march in place. We started our leg exercises like this. And let's start moving those arms. We get that torso involved. We get that heart rate pumping up a little faster. And let's move just a little faster now. It's good to be able to talk as you do this. That means you still have enough oxygen coming in as long as you move. Sing a song. And let's go a little faster now. My knees are bouncing up and down. As soon as my feet touch, they bounce up off the ground. Arms are moving. Let's move those arms a little bit more. How big can you make those move without bumping into your chair? Please be careful. Let's go a little faster. And we're going to start slowing it down. And we'll bring it to a standstill. Rest those hands. Soften your shoulders. Feel your shoulders dropping. Feel your body softening, feeling heavy. Deep breath in. Feel the heart slowing down. Slowing that heart rate back to normal. Deep breath in. Again, the shoulders are soft. The muscles are soft. The heart's one of those muscles, right? You can soften it. Slow down that heart rate. Nice. All right, we're gonna get that heart rate moving back up again. We're gonna do our jumping jack. So I'm sitting on the edge here. You have a couple options. You can just bounce your feet up, back and forth. You can use the arms and the feet together. You can hang on, or you can just do the arms, however it feels good for you. I'm gonna do 30 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You guys look good. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Halfway there. 16. Go faster. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and slow it down. Nice. All right. Check in. Your heart rate might have bumped up a little bit faster because we've already done one aerobic exercise, but check in, see how you feel. Slow it down. Soften the shoulders. Deep breath in. Feel the muscles beginning to soften. Bring yourself back to normal breath, normal heart rate. That heart's just another muscle. We can slow it down. We can soften it. Nice. All right. Good job. All right. One more cardio here. All right. And so this time we got some options here. I'm going to push out one leg as I punch, 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 punch. All right. You can just punch. Punching is going to be enough to get that heart rate moving up because you've got that core moving. If you just want to do one leg then the other, you can just do your legs. That's okay. If you want to do both together, just kind of challenge that coordination. Okay. I see you like, all right, so let's go ahead. And I'm gonna time this. We're gonna go for a minute and let's go. Longest minute, right? If you need to slow down, you can. If you want to speed up, you can. You guys have got this. Punching, kicking, kicking, punching. All right, we're halfway there. You want a variation, you can do a variation, however it feels. All we're doing is moving the body. "15 seconds left. Woohoo, good job, and slow it down. Check in with your body. Oh, I hear some heavy breathing, take a deep breath in, fill that body with oxygen. Soften your shoulders. Feel your body settling in, softening. Feel that heart slowing down. No stopping. Remember, this is our analogy for life, right? That car cuts you off, your heart rate comes up, but you can calm it down. You can slow it back down. You don't have to let it stay high like that because that's not healthy. We raise it up, strengthen that heart, and then we bring it back to normal. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and do our cool down now. My feet are out in front of me. And we did a lot with our upper shoulders and our arms. So let's go ahead and do some circles with the shoulders, loosening them up. Nice and big. Fill into any areas of tension or tightness that might have been created during this weightlifting session. And we're going to engage the whole body now. Arms are going to come up. Reach behind us as far as we can. Let the body bend forward as if you're reaching down, touching the ground, maybe scooping sand or water, lifting it up. Big circles, body leans forward. Coming up. So now we're helping to loosen up that spine, the shoulders, the arms, everything's working together. This time, let's leave those arms up. And we're going to head forward now. Again, touching the ground, bringing those arms back. Now let's try to touch those shoulder blades, opening up that chest as we bring those arms up. Nice and slow, bringing them forward, reaching down, touching the ground, opening up that chest. Head maybe falls back if that feels good for you. And go ahead and let those hands rest on your knees. Whew, good job. Nice. All right. I'm going to extend one foot out. We worked our legs today, especially the back hamstrings. And so I've got 1 foot out. That toe is pointing towards me. So I'm really flexing that foot. Other leg is just touching the ground at a 90-degree angle here. I'm going to lean over the knee that's bent. All right. So this knee is bent down. I'm going to lean over this leg here. So go ahead and lean over that leg. As I do, I feel the stretch in the leg that's extended. So really keep that toe flexed up towards the ceiling, back in your direction. And bring that body upright. Nice. Let's do the other side. Extend that other foot out. Other leg is resting on the ground. Knee is bent. Really flex that foot and bring our body forward. The more flex you have, the more stretch you'll get in the back of that leg. And bring your body upright. Nice. Let's bend both legs. I'm going to open my legs a little wider here. Let's stretch the inside of these thighs. I'm going to rest my elbows on my knees. I'm going to open up those legs so I feel a nice stretch on the inside. I'm actually curling up onto the edge of my feet. Good job. Nice. Really opening up the inside thigh area, feeling that stretch. And go ahead and let those feet go down. We're going to rest our hands as low as we're able to. If you're able to touch the ground in between, do watch your chair. Make sure it doesn't slide out from underneath you. Let your body kind of rest down into this spot. Let your arms go heavy. Go ahead and drop the head. Let's go ahead and put those elbows back up on the knees. Bring the hands up, bring the body upright. Nice. Go ahead and bring those legs together. We're going to do a figure 4 here. I'm going to take one leg, cross it across. So I'm resting my ankle on the opposite knee. Lift that rib cage up so they're not resting on the hips, and bring that body forward. Back is straight. You're pivoting at the hip. Don't let that back round. That actually stretches and puts some strain on that back, especially the upper back. So let the pivot happen at the hip. You will feel that nice stretch in that glute that we worked hard today. And bring that body upright. Go ahead and let that leg cross. Lift that rib cage up. Spine is nice and straight. I'm going to go ahead and look behind me. Nice and slow as we do a nice little spinal twist here. Almost as if we're corkscrewing up towards the ceiling. Keep that spine nice and straight. And come back forward. Let's twist the other direction. And come back forward. Nice. Let's uncross that leg. Let's do the other side. We'll do our figure 4 as I rest my opposite ankle on the opposite knee. Lift that rib cage up. And we'll come back forward. Again, don't let the back round. Keep that chest extended outward. Spine is straight. Even if you just have to look forward, if that's all you can move without the back curling, that's okay. And pivot the body forward as you feel that stretch in the hip and the glutes. And bring the body upright. Go ahead and let that leg cross. We'll do our spinal stretch again. Go ahead and look behind you. Again, keeping that spine nice and straight. And come back forward. Let's do the other side. And come back forward. Go ahead and uncross those legs. Let's just end. I know it's time. Let's go ahead and end with a nice pose. Take those shoulders up towards your ears. Roll them back and let them rest. Let the shoulders rest. Tuck that tailbone underneath. Tuck the abdomen.